Hey IELTS learners, this is Alex from IELTS Champion. I took the IELTS exam 2 weeks ago and scored 9.0 on the computer-based version of the exam. This is a video about why I think the computer-based version is much better than the paper-based version and why you should think about taking the computer-based one. So these are my top 3 reasons why you should take computer-based IELTS. Reason number 1 then, the writing test is so much better on the computer-based exam. I can cut and copy and paste, I can treat it like a Word document, and it's so easy to make changes, to make a plan, and at the end it looks professional. I shouldn't admit this because I'm a teacher, but my handwriting looks so bad. It looks like a 5-year-old has written something. And I know that it shouldn't affect your score, but if the examiner is trying to understand you, then you will probably get marked down. So this is a great way to even the score. Even the playing field. If you're writing on a computer, then it looks professional, it looks neat and tidy, there is nothing crossed out, and you can get down all your ideas at the start and then make your changes. Reason number 2, everything is much clearer on the computer-based exam. So you have 2 columns, particularly on the reading and writing. You have 2 columns, and on the left hand side is the column for content, so the questions or the reading passage, and on the right hand side is where you write your answers. You can scroll on both sides of the screen, so you don't need to look anywhere else. You don't need to be going through pieces of paper and getting stressed. It's all here. You have the content, you have the answers, you have the time along the top of the screen as well. So it tells you exactly how long you have until the end of that part of the test. Also, in the writing exam, you have a word count at the bottom, so you don't need to waste precious minutes counting every word, because you can just look down and see exactly how many words you have written. In all sections of the exam, you can also highlight and you can make notes. So this is really useful for me. The highlighting is really useful, especially on the reading test and in the writing questions, making sure you answer every part of the writing questions. I didn't use the notes when I took the exam because it felt like too much. I didn't have the time to be writing notes. Reason number 3 then, it's much easier to get a test. There are many more test dates and you get your results a lot quicker. I got my results 6 days after I took the IELTS exam. When you take the paper-based exam, it's 13 to 15 days, I think. So it's a lot more time waiting around if you take the paper-based test. There are some reasons why taking the IELTS computer-based test might not be for you. So let's look at a few of those. The first one is that in the listening test, it is a little more complicated. That's because, first of all, you can't write notes so easily. I liked in my listening tests to have the paper so that I could scribble over it, I could write notes, and I could cross out incorrect answers as I went along. Now you can't do that so easily on the computer-based exam. You do get given a piece of paper to write notes on, but it does not have the questions on it. and you can highlight and write notes on the screen, but as you know, in the listening test, there is not much time. So while I think the reading and the writing are easier, the listening is a little more difficult. So that's worth thinking about. Another reason the computer-based exam might not be for you is if you don't like technology. If computers scare you, if you don't know how to copy and cut and paste, then don't think about taking the computer-based exam. It will give you more to stress about, more to worry about. But if you are used to technology, used to using computers, then get going, give it a go. I'll be making plenty more videos of my experience with the IELTS computer-based exam and how I scored 9.0. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and put in the comments below if you have any tips or any experiences on the computer-based exam. Happy studying, and I will see you soon.